My name is Caleb Burley, and something's wrong with my PokeDex.
My name is Sammy, and bat cars.
My name is Cordell, and it's wunderbar.
And welcome to Junk House.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
Welcome, all of you Junk House fans, you junk bunnies, you junk housers, you junk roommates.
You junk whores.
You junk
Jum lords.
whores. Jum lords, jum bunnies.
Just jum.
Just jum.
We were meaning cum.
Yeah, but with a J because we're junk house, so it's jum. Junk house.
As this one is being released, we are nearing the end of September, which means we're about to be in the spooky season.
It's not my birth month anymore, almost.
Sammy turns 1 month old next month. We've been recording with a newborn.
Well, I've just been celebrating. People celebrate the whole month of their birth. Don't you know that?
I
They
don't.
do?
May is like my least favorite month almost, and that's my birth month, so I'm just...
Birth months are a thing. There are people that just... I mean, I don't really do it. I was just making a joke. But
Yeah.
there are people
like-
that are like, it's my birth month, so this week I'm going to Paris. Next week I'm going to kill myself.
Oh, rich people.
Yeah.
If I was
Uh,
rich, I think I would
The
still
capitalist
only
elite.
do that at like significant milestones. Like,
Yeah.
I'm turning 50. I'm going to take the whole month to celebrate the fact that I've somehow been alive this long.
Yes.
Yeah. If I were rich, I feel like my lifestyle would almost not change at all, except I would eat out way more and spend way more money on magic cards. And I really can't see any other changes.
So, Cordell, you're saying... So you're saying, if you were a rich man...
Yeah.
buy magic cards with all my fucking cash. If Cordell
Look
was a
at all those
wealthy
reserved
man.
list cards.
I wouldn't have to work hard. No, but I feel like if I was rich, the thing that would change is like I probably would still work. Like I would just still do
Yeah,
my
well, why would I
job.
not
Yeah.
work?
Like that's just more money.
Yeah.
But
Especially if it's a job you enjoy, it's just like,
yeah,
doing
that's
it,
the
bitch.
thing. Do I enjoy my job? No. But does it make me want to kill myself every day? No.
Good.
So
Yeah.
I'm just
that's
gonna
good.
keep it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna keep because you know what? It's very good and stable income. So,
yeah. Well, the nice thing about having excess money is that you can find another job that you
That's
actually
what I was
enjoy.
just thinking about.
yeah.
Like if I were rich, I would leave my current job and I'd try to make a go of it as a writer. You know, like I'd really
Yeah.
like content creator. I'd start streaming. Like I'd like actually do all the things I enjoy and try to make money with them because I'm already rich.
Pump random money into podcasts I do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
but still work at a tea place and just be chill vibes during the
See,
day.
no, that's actually
Okay,
what I
yeah.
do. I would get a
I was
job
about-
at
yeah.
like at somewhere that's like a tea place or like a cool bar or restaurant. Like
My tea place is like, it's been amazing. Like I just love it's so chill.
that's awesome.
Weekends are hard as fuck because, well, not even hard. They're not as hard as Starbucks, but tea place is just chill during the week. So it's a very good vibe.
Legitimately though, I'd open my own place because
Yeah.
this is my retirement dream. Like this is actually what I want to do as I coast into those golden years and die and then get mulched and buried in under a tree. I want to open a bookstore coffee shop.
Well, do you know the
So,
name
like-
of it yet, or you're just kind of like leaving it?
I kind of tinker with the book nook a little bit, but that
Ooh.
I love that.
I don't, like that's good, but it doesn't convey that there's a coffee shop inside.
And it sounds a
like-
little common.
Yeah, or like Books and Brews could be cool, but I'm not a distillery.
So
Like there's nothing on tap, you know?
let's
Yeah.
let's take
Books
a
and
minute to
Beans.
try and name Cordell's business.
Yeah.
I think Books and Beans is pretty good, actually.
Books and Beans is pretty fun.
Books
Beans
and
Books.
Beans is pretty good. I'm thinking you want something that evokes like kind of like this is a little bit of a classy place that like not like classy, but like not a place where you come in with no shirt, sit on a broken chair and, read a cum-stained Playboy. This is something classier than that.
Where are you going for your books, Caleb?
He's going to the cum store, and they
I'm
just happen to
going-
have books there. So
Caleb's going to like an adult store, like that Lion Superstore you always see on highways, and Caleb's like, Where's the Stormlight Archive?
No, but see, I have an idea of a good name for a bookstore that won't make you think of cum-stained Playboy. And
Okay.
I think you want to evoke the fact that this is like a solid building, something like a barn. And then you want something to evoke kind of like a good high class royal family, something rather noble. So I'm really thinking if you do like barn and noble, but you want more than one store,
Okay.
right?
more than one
Yeah.
barn.
Multiple. Yeah. So barns and noble. And then you can partner with a coffee shop. That
Okay.
Somehow inside of every one of your
Okay,
bookstores,
yeah.
Space-
And then I make it a chain.
Maybe the coffee
but-
shop, it could be like space dollars. That would bring people in, right?
something like that. But like,
Something like that.
here's the thing: it has
Yeah.
to be an existing coffee shop.
That's
it's
true.
separate.
Space dollars doesn't exist. That's the issue.
But somehow the coffee from that coffee shop that's inside your bookstore
Mhm.
is somehow always better, and yet makes you poop twice as hard, twice as fast.
Well,
than if
that's
you
the
bought it from
magic
the
of
other
literature. That's the magic of literature at work there.
It's true. Every time I read Moby Dick, I gotta take a Moby shit. You know what I
Don't
mean?
you know books make you regular?
Yeah, there's a reason that like
Books got
my
high fiber.
favorite idle activity, my favorite leisure activity is to take a book to the coffee shop in town and sit on a couch and just read for a couple hours drinking coffee cuz like the book's better, the coffee's better, the dumps are better.
That's like I
You just need a bidet
okay.
to complete the cycle.
No, I just need to get in my shower and spread them. We've talked about this.
But that's so much more difficult. Okay, but
When I'm rich,
I'm-
I'll get a bidet. When I'm
speaking-
rich, I'll get a bidet.
You can get a cheap one.
Speaking of poop, because I hate to do it. I was talking with Olivia the other day because she was like, "Man, I was talking with like Olivia about the idea that like some people are like, every time I eat Taco Bell, I poop. Wilder, stop
Weak.
moving my headphone cable, you freak."
Those are weak people.
Yeah, those are weak people. There is only one place that every time I eat it, I have diarrhea, and it is a Tuscaloosa only chain
Okay.
called Taco Casa.
Yeah, that sounds like it'll do you.
It on the cup it says quality in air quotes since 1979, and I always tell Olivia, yeah, this is accurate. That and like, okay, hi, Taco Casa executives. I know you're listening to this show because you're nasty junk house freaks like we are.
Yeah, you junk lords.
You're junk lords. Stop making new words for things that already exist. I want a taco salad. I don't know what a chimalupa is, but just call it a
What?
taco salad. It's like literally like tortilla bowl, beans, like a taco salad that you would get at a Mexican place.
Yeah.
But they call it a chimalupa, and they serve it to you the same way they give you meat at a grocery store deli. Just like
Oh.
on a black styrofoam tray with saran wrap over it, put into a
That's-
bag.
I don't like that.
It's terrifying.
Also, I want to talk about the weird nature of a melting pot language like English. Because Taco Casa is an entirely Spanish name, but in my mind it sounds like Spanglish because taco feels like such an
Taco
English word.
Casey.
Like
Yeah.
taco. Like Taco Casa is a Spanish thing.
Yeah.
That is a Spanish name,
Yeah.
but I'm like, Spanglish, get over yourself.
Yeah.
even though it is entirely not my language.
Is Spanglish the Adam Sandler movie? Am I thinking of the
Maybe.
right thing?
What?
Spanglish,
Is this a joke?
2004 film starring Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
I was
Spanglish.
right.
I've never heard of this in my life.
Cloris Leachman.
2004 American romantic comedy drama written and directed by James L. Brooks and starring Adam Sandler.
It was like a American man marrying into a Spanish family and all this stuff. It was
And
weird.
all the racial insensitivities you could think
Of an Adam Sandler movie,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So Caleb, tell us about your PokeDex.
It's broken. I've got a guy.
Ah.
I've got a guy coming to maybe fix it.
So you need me to help you make sure which Pokédex entries are correct?
Yeah, is that how it is?
So
Are you gonna read his
yeah,
Pokedex
so
entries and
all the so basically what's broken about it is that all the Pokemon names are missing and the picture, and then all the Pokédex entries, some of them are just randomly not the real ones, so I'm having trouble figuring it out.
I do love this game.
Caleb, you have come to the right people for this.
Yes, you have.
Thank you. The
Poke
guy will be
professionals.
here later to actually fix it, but I need you guys' help for now.
It's okay. We're Poke professionals.
So I figured what I'd do is turn this into a game. So the way this game works is in text chat, I need both of you to go ahead and type your name, but don't hit enter.
Okay.
Because of audio lag, I feel like if you guys both have your name typed out and you hit enter when you're ready to buzz in, that's a little bit better of a way
Okay. Yeah, that's fun. So it's a way.
it'll still be
So we're
lag, but-
competing against each other.
You guys are competing against each other. The way this will work is each of the 10 questions, and I'm going to do a example first, will have two answers. One, is this a real Pokédex entry or is this fake? And the second question is, can you name the Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say, for instance, we're doing one and Sammy guesses correct that it is a real Pokédex entry, but gets the Pokemon wrong. Cordell, you would have a chance to steal and try and guess the Pokemon to get one of the 2 points possible.
That's good stuff. Let's do this.
That's
All right.
Gucci stuff right there.
So here is an example. And all of these are off of Pokemon.com's Pokédex. So they may not be the first Pokédex entry. They're probably the most recent one, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it hunts without twitching a muscle by pulling in its prey with powerful magnetism, but sometimes it pulls natural enemies in close. That is Sammy.
Since it's just a test, just a practice round, I
Yeah.
think that's real, and I feel like that's Magneton.
You did get one right. It is a real Pokédex entry,
Okay.
but you did not get the Pokemon correct. So in this case, Cordell, you would have a chance to steal.
I would say Magnezone.
That is wrong. This is for Nose Pass.
The other magnet.
Oh yeah.
This is for Nose
forgot about-
Pass.
There are
I
too many
forgot about
magnets.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that
How
you
do
guys,
they work?
I love you so much, Cordell.
I love you.
Now that you guys have an idea of how this will work, go ahead and get your names ready. Sammy, I'm guessing Cordell kept his just in the chat, ready to go.
No, I deleted it in
Yeah,
anger.
just copy
That's
pasted
fair.
anyway.
For
Oh, I
question
should. Yeah,
number
let me
one.
copy it real quick. Give me a second. Sammy's
yeah,
smarter
that's
than
smart.
I am. Copy. Okay.
Copy.
When this Pokemon becomes angry, its pores secrete a poisonous sweat, which it sprays at its opponent's eyes. Cordell?
I don't think that's a real Pokemon.
Okay. Before I reveal if that's real, do you want to try and guess at which Pokemon I'm wrote
Because these
about?
are there will always be a Pokemon But it's
So-
the
It may be a
Pokédex entry
fake
is not.
entries.
Yes.
real. Yeah.
So there's still
Interesting.
hints in that Pokédex entry that he read that gives you hints
Would
of
point
what
you
Pokemon
toward
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't think that's a real Pokédex entry, but now I gotta think on the. It would really help if I had like just an image of all the Pokemon. But is that cheating if I pull up just like an image of every
Yes.
Pokemon without? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's unfortunately.
Um,
I feel like that you
I-
get too much information from looking at them.
That's fair. This is tough. I don't have a guess.
As to what Pokemon. Okay, so I will go ahead and spoil this part. Since there was no guess for the Pokemon, obviously, Sammy, you will get a chance to steal that. This is a real Pokédex entry.
Real.
Well-
Okay, read it to me one more time.
When this Pokemon becomes angry, its pores secrete a poisonous sweat, which it sprays at its opponent's eyes.
There's too many poison type Pokemon that I'm
Right?
thinking
And
of.
they're all just like they all
Uh,
would put up poison in your eye.
Yeah. But it's pores. I guess we'll go with Krogunk. 'Cause
That
it's
is
frog.
incorrect.
Okay.
And
I was
here's
thinking
the
frogs
thing.
and pores.
That's a real Pokédex entry. It's not a poison type Pokemon at all.
Oh my god. Who is it?
This is Umbreon's Pokédex.
What?
entry.
I forgot that. Yeah, when they first made Umbreon, they keep all of Umbreon's Pokedex stuff talks about it's poison, like it's poisonous,
Okay.
and it's got like poison, but it's a dark type that doesn't really do poison stuff, but it always comes back to poison.
Can it even learn a poison move?
I don't even
Uh,
know. I'm gonna find out
I'm-
real quick. Let me find that out. But
I'm
like, yeah,
not
it kind of
enough-
pisses me off.
I'm not enough of a. Yeah, see, that one was a little bit of a curveball out the gate,
Yeah,
but I
jerk.
also was like, maybe these two are just enough Pokemon experts that they'll get it.
It cannot learn a poison type move.
Yeah. So like, it's always talking about its
Damn.
poison, but it doesn't learn. Yeah.
Pokemon, get your shit together. All
Mad
right.
about Umbreon always.
All right, number 2.
Espeon's back.
This Pokemon has one main rival, Nickit. The feud has gone on so long between the two that even its claws have evolved to fight it.
Oh, I forgot to.
Sammy.
I think that's fake. And I feel like it's one where you're slightly changing it. So I think it's what the fuck is I was about to say Zigzagoon, but that's not what it's called. It's the
Describe it.
it's the white it's the one that
That is
it goes-
Zangoose.
Zangoose. It was close. The Survivor rival.
Yeah.
That is a fake Pokédex entry, so you do get 1
Okay,
point
but
for
not
that.
the right one.
That is not the right Pokemon.
Okay.
Cordell,
Okay.
would you like to try and snipe this?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead.
Also, thank
Rivalry
you
with-
for helping me with the name Cordell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking Zangoose too, so I've got to reevaluate some things here. Nickit. It's in Sword and Shield.
Nickit
Galar. Nickit Knight.
Well, it's fake. The entry.
the
was
entries. I
incorrect.
know that's the hard type, but there's a rivalry.
And yeah. Hmm.
You know what?
Hmm.
Is it Zigzagoon? Like from like Galarian Zigzagoon, maybe?
Final answer?
Yeah.
This one is, as Olivia put it, that's that mean purple one, aka Purloin, who does
Oh.
have a long-standing rivalry with Nickit. So that was the
Interesting.
thing.
Because
Yeah,
Purloin is from like several generations before. So that's
Yeah,
very funny.
Purloin
Yeah,
came from Unova, and which is Gen 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
I thought
cool.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. Honestly, I was like, why are we writing this into the lore this
Well,
late in
yeah.
the game?
I like that they do that though, because like in Unova, there aren't Nickets, but in Galar, there are. So they've got a rivalry because they're
And there's
both
al-
kind
yeah.
of similar dudes. Like,
There's also
I
Purloins
appreciate-
there, yeah.
I appreciate that Pokemon like adds that extra depth as it goes. I mean, for me at least, it makes the game that much more enjoyable.
It just
It's
makes
a hard
this
game.
game. It just makes this game harder.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not into the lore enough, apparently.
Same.
This Pokemon is always ready to fight, but only because it's their one source of pain relief.
What the fuck?
That's horrifying.
I'm just
This-
going for. I'm going for a
Sammy,
wild
yeah.
one.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna say this is real, and it's primate.
So it is a fake Pokedex entry. But you did not get the Pokemon either.
But
You were
fuck
wrong,
you
but
were
you're
wrong
also
completely.
wrong.
So and I'm gonna say because it's a fake Pokedex entry, I'm gonna give this one as a toss up again. So if you want to get your name ready, because I will tell
Okay.
you, this is what I based this on was actually the lore, and this is a twisted version of its most recent Pokedex entry.
Okay.
And I think once you know who the Pokemon is and the way they always look, you will understand why it needs pain relief.
Is it Psyduck?
Cordell, it is Psyduck.
Okay.
And I kid you not, in the Pokemon lore, they always have headaches. And
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
female Pokédex entry, it says the only way that it can get rid of its headache for a few seconds is by fighting and releasing its power.
What an unfortunate Pokemon. Like,
Yeah, for real.
like Arceus hated Psyduck.
That you heard it here first. God hates Psyduck.
What is the score? I haven't been keeping track.
The score is 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been very wrong. But
All right.
This
right
one has been
once.
really hard.
This is a tough
All right.
game. I thought it'd just be like, I'm gonna read a Pokedex and you tell me your Pokemon.
Yeah, the first version of this was a little bit easier.
Yeah, Caleb should just do a Who's That Pokemon silhouette game with us.
Where
Then we
I
really
try and look like the Pokemon.
Caleb's cosplay.
You draw a Pokemon from memory, and then we'll try and guess.
That we'll do that on
Okay,
stream.
that's
That'll be a
really
fun
good,
stream.
actually.
And we can
Next-
do it each of us because
Yes.
yeah.
Next up, the sight of it running over 6,200 miles in a single day and night has captivated many people. Yeah, let's go with Cordell. Looks like entered first. I can't tell if that's
Yeah.
On my end, it says that I sent it first, but
Well, on my end, it says that I sent it.
this is why I was thinking this is probably not the best way to do this.
Good thing it's a game that doesn't matter.
On my end, it says Cordell went first.
I would say that it is. Oh, it maybe did that because my comment was existing previously, to be honest. Discord may try to batch comments together. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think the entry is real. And I think the Pokemon is Zeraora, whatever the new Zeraora. I don't know how you're supposed to say its name, but it's like it's that mythical Pokemon from like I think from Sword and Shield. No, from the game from Sun and Moon.
No.
The
I think-
really fast electric one. I don't know which games it's even from.
I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Zoroark's.
No, not Zoroark. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
electric
The
type mythic legendary. Like
I think it
that,
was Sun
like-
and Moon then.
I think it is Sun and Moon. Maybe?
It's basically an electric Lucario. It's a
Yeah,
very
it's like
furry
electric
boy.
Lucario, super fast, big furry bait.
Big
Is
furry.
that the one?
All right. So it is a real Pokédex entry. That is not the correct Pokemon.
Okay.
Do you guys want to just say your names and have that be the way you buzz in instead of the chat, because I feel like that's also more audio fun.
Yeah, that's been the thing is audience can't hear us typing.
Yeah. Let's do that instead then. Okay. So from now on, moving on, just say your name.
Yeah.
I'll say Sammy, and Sammy says Cordell.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. All right. So Sammy, do you want to try it? Do you want me to read it again for you?
The only thing I have in my mind is the Roadrunner family of Pokemon, and I'm picking. I guess I'm going out on a limb, and I'm saying this is Doduo.
It is not Doduo. This one is Arcanine.
Arcanine.
The early
Arcanine.
lore was so bonkers.
Whack as hell, right? All
The
right.
only thing that's
Gengar
more
wasn't
upsetting
even a
than
ghost.
that. Yeah. The only thing more
Aw.
upsetting than that is that Vikavolt, you know that one? It's a
No,
bug
the-
electric type, and it is described as being incredibly fast and flying at high speeds, and its speed is like 65.
No, the real thing that's upsetting is the
That's fast for a
Holocaust.
bug.
Moving on. All right. The next and
Brag.
Yeah.
Always
All
got
right.
a 1-up.
Yep. This Pokemon is rumored to be man-made from ancient toys, but others believe it evolved
Sammy.
from the.
Finish it, but I know what it is.
Well, no,
Nope.
no, you have to
You
guess right now.
interrupted
You
me.
can't say.
Okay, fine.
Finish the question.
Fine. It's real and it's ball toy.
It is real. It is not ball toy.
Dang it!
Clay doll.
Yes.
Ah! Right line, wrong Pokemon. Do you want to finish it for the listeners, though?
Yes. Now finish it.
The full PokeDex entry is this Pokemon is rumored to be man-made from ancient toys, but others believe it evolved from the red dirt of the desert region.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really evocative. So is it 3-2 right now?
It is currently 3-2 with Cordell in the lead.
Okay.
All
I
right.
really want one of us to get them both right by the end. I don't care who,
I
but I.
And I will say, if it ends in a tie or ends close enough that I feel like it's deemed necessary, there will be a tiebreaker for a million points.
Oh
A
yeah, the
million?
golden snitch
A
factor.
million
It's the
points,
snitch factor.
Yep. It's
I always
the
thought that was
snitch
dumb.
factor. All right.
It's the dumbest thing. Like,
It's
why
so
play this
stupid.
game if the person who catches the snitch is just going to win the game? It was also Harry Potter could be a part of a sport team
I'm
Yeah.
while
sorry-
also
I'm
being the
sorry
hero
to-
who wins everything.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Cordell, but as a former Harry Potter kid who now hates Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling is turf, and I can't get over that in my head, there have been not one, not two, but 3 different World Cups where the person that caught the snitch the team that caught the snitch did not win the game. So
Okay,
Interesting.
but 3
Okay.
World Cups out of how many games of Quidditch?
8 billion million.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, sometimes the person who catches a snitch doesn't win the game. But
We'll shit on
how
Quidditch
many
another
games
time.
exist?
Yeah.
I'm just making me mad. It's making me
Yes.
mad.
No.
Skill-
Me too.
this Pokemon skillfully commands its grubs in battle with its enemies. The grubs are willing to risk their lives to defend this Pokemon.
Cordell?
Sammy.
I heard Sammy just a beat before Cordell. So Sammy,
Wait, who? Wait, did you hear the word
I
Sammy
heard
or the
Sammy
person?
say- I heard Sammy saying Cordell.
Okay.
Okay. This might be way off.
Uh-huh.
I think it's incorrect because it's slightly different. And it's Dragapult?
I would like to submit because I
You just think that's
You know,
completely
he-
wrong?
well, here's what I'm saying is I do kind of think it's completely wrong, but I don't want you to reveal whether she was correct on the Pokedex thing because I have a conflicting opinion and would like to because it's different in
you
every
want to
regard.
challenge it to try and get both points?
Kind of. Is that allowed?
That doesn't seem super fair because I didn't feel like I could do that for any other round.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
okay.
won't-
Then
we
I
won't
I
do
will
that
not
for-
challenge for both
We
points.
will
then.
not do
Yeah.
that for the remainder of this game, but
Next
in
game we can do
future
that.
games,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
100%. We
it
can
just occurred to me that like if we could both submit an answer, we could just both be right in principle and just go through like that for the next time we played, if that made sense. Because that gets rid of the time issue and lets us both try for both points each time.
I will, in the next game that we do, when we do this again, when we do this again, because inevitably we will, I will retool the game a little bit to do
There's probably something online we can do for a button press too or something.
Well, by time issue, I meant just instead of having us race for the answer, we both just get to submit answers. That's all I was saying. Okay.
So, so Sammy, you said that it is a fake Pokedex entry, but that this is, I don't remember the Pokemon you said. Yeah. So, this is a real Pokedex entry, and that is not the correct Pokemon.
Okay.
I think it is for Vespiquen.
It is for Vespiquen.
Because it's got those attacks that are like attack order, defense order, heal order, or whatever, where it sends its little bugs out to do stuff.
I thought it was fake, and you changed the word grubs, and it was like the dragon guys.
Which makes sense.
Real.
Because Dragapult's the best.
The only word words I changed were when it said Vespiquen directly. So that is the, if you ever hear me say this Pokemon, it is probably me changing the name of the Pokemon.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
But for real Dragapult appreciation moment, I love that
Dragapult
Pokemon
is so
much.
good.
It is the best. Fire design, super cute, super strong. I love it.
The fastest motherfucker ever. It's insane.
Just the best. I like that it shoots its little friends as an attack. That's dope.
And it's based off of that one stealth bomber.
Yeah, and while also being based on a fossil that was discovered where they kind of, the tail tapered off because it was destroyed by time, so they gave it a ghost tail.
It's just, I love it. It's one of my favorite Pokemon.
Design. It's one of my favorites too.
All right. This Pokemon moves between the earth and the sea and space, searching for space rocks, which it needs to unlock its true power.
Space rocks.
Sammy.
Cordell.
I heard Cordell saying Sammy a little bit before.
I think the entry is fake, but I think it's Deoxys.
It is a fake Pokedex entry, so you got that point, but that is not the correct Pokemon.
Okay.
Space rocks. Space rocks.
Space rocks. Snow's coming
Read
down.
it to me one more time. And you said this is a correct or it's not correct?
This is a fake Pokedex.
Okay, but still give it to me again.
This Pokemon moves between the earth, sea, and space, searching for space rocks, which it needs to unlock its true power.
Is this Arceus?
It is not Arceus. This is Rayquaza.
That was my other guess.
Yeah. So the actual Pokedex entry for Rayquaza says that it hovers around space and sea to find meteorites that it needs to eat so it can...
Okay.
Yeah. Like
Rayquaza eats rocks. Okay.
Rayquaza eats rocks, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. All right.
I was saying Arceus because of the plates.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was thinking Deoxys because like the different meteorites let it do its different forms in the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It the Deoxys one actually gave me a headache to try and understand even how the Pokedex entry was written. So that may come up at some point. All right. Next up, although it's alien to this world and a danger here, it's apparently a common organism in the world where it normally lives.
Sammy.
Cordell.
I think it's real, and I think it's Nihilego.
It is a real Pokedex entry. That's not the correct Pokemon at all.
I
got nothing.
It's an Ultra Beast for sure, but I don't remember which. Is it the poison one?
I don't.
Like the poison dragony one?
I don't think so. I think this is... I'm having to look it up because
Pheromosa?
No.
I don't know. I'm just throwing names out at this point. What do I know?
There it is. This one is Bug Fighting. Because it's our good friend
Buzzwole.
It's our good friend Buzzwole. Yep. That's a real Pokedex entry for a terrifying Pokemon that I would never let touch a child.
Yeah, it is. I love the Ultra Beasts. A lot of people kind of hate on them, but I think the design is really neat. And I think the idea that they come from other dimensions that are just wildly different, I love them.
It's fun. All right. This is number 9, and then there's one more, and then a tiebreaker if you guys want it. All right.
I mean,
It,
Cordell's gonna win, so we can hear the tiebreaker, but we don't need the tiebreaker.
Well, what is the score right now?
It's like 5
6
to
to
2.
2.
6 to 2.
6-2.
So there's
Yeah,
no way
if
for me to
Sammy
either
gets
win.
both of these questions both right,
Which
then
I'm not
there's
going
a
to.
tiebreaker. Yeah.
But
This is a hard game.
yeah.
it is a hard game, but it's fun. I love it. All right. It will do anything to win, taking advantage of every opening and finishing off its opponents with the small claws on its front legs.
This is Cordell,
Yeah?
a real one, and Nido King. I really don't know. I have no clue.
It is a real Pokedex entry. That is not the correct Pokemon.
Is
yeah,
it
I
like
knew it wasn't right.
Incineroar?
It is not Incineroar. This is Golispod?
Golisopod.
Okay.
Golisopod.
Yeah.
Because it's got those extra little legs.
All right. Last one. This Pokemon is most widely known for its intense color pattern and its ability to shoot water from its nose so fast that it can break through stone. Watch out for its Gigantamax form.
Sammy.
Sammy, Cordell,
Yeah, we were
Sammy.
tricking
Cordell
ourselves.
says Sammy. Yeah, I made it confusing for no reason. I think it is a fake entry, and I think it is Sandaconda. You change sand to water.
It is a fake Pokedex entry, but that is not the correct Pokemon.
Dang it.
Milotic.
Is it Inteleon?
Is it the gay boy?
Is
It is not.
it
This
Cub?
one is Copperaja.
I don't
Oh,
know
it doesn't
that one.
spray anything. It's just got a big nose. It's the elephant, the steel elephant from Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Its Pokedex entry references spraying water from its trunk.
Pokemon's so wild. Like, you remember in the first games when it talked about how Raichu's shock could kill an elephant?
No.
It did. Straight up, it was a reference to that Thomas Edison experiment where he killed an elephant with electricity. But like, it was like, Raichu could kill an elephant. And now that Copperaja exists, they adjusted it to say it can take down a Copperaja with one hit.
Which it can't.
It's a steel type.
Yeah, that's not a good matchup for Raichu.
Yeah. I guess give us the tiebreaker just so we can hear it.
Yeah. I don't even want to guess. I just want to hear it.
All right. The tiebreaker, which, as always, for 1 million points,
Sammy could actually win then.
is gonna be real. It's gonna be real. I'll tell you that in advance.
Okay.
And this is just, I hit surprise me 3 times on the Pokedex and pull up the third Pokemon that I see.
Okay.
Its tackle is forceful enough to flip a 50-ton tank. It shields its allies from danger with its own body.
What the fuck?
What?
And I'm going to go ahead and say this for this one, because that one is so fucking buck wild. If you guess in the evolution line, I'll give it to you.
Its tackle can flip a tank?
Its tackle is forceful enough to flip a 50-ton tank.
Why are tanks being made that are 50 tons?
It shields its allies from danger with its own body.
The only thing in my brain is beware. But I don't think that's right.
It. What on earth is this Pokemon? Is it Is it like Rhyhorn?
No one got it right. So Cordell does win the game. This is Chestnut.
Damn.
This is
Okay.
Chestnut's
Just
Pokedex entry.
starter
that
glow
makes
up.
sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's got the
Chestnut.
shield
And
and
he's
Chestnut's
huge.
male Pokedex entry is its tackle. Its female one is when it takes a defensive posture with its fist guarding its face, it could withstand a bomb blast.
what kind of bomb?
You tell me. So that was this time's Pokédex Poke Quiz. Hopefully somebody comes and fixes my real Pokédex for next time.
Your
So I don't
Rotom
have
Dex.
my Rotom Dex, my
I-
Zune.
I like how Rotom went from like a one of Pokemon you found in a haunted house in Diamond and Pearl, maybe you found in the haunted house,
Yeah.
to like every item everyone's given ever is a Rotom thing, and there's just a bajillion of them out there. I really enjoy that.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Well, I was gonna read reviews, but we don't have a lot of time. So my topic is just super short, and it doesn't even have to be a thing if we want to just erase it. But have you guys seen anything about the show Batwheels?
What?
No, but I want to hear.
I want to know
So,
everything.
I saw this on TikTok, and it's a TV show. I don't know if it's out just yet. It might. Okay, first episode came out September 27th of this year. 27th? 17th, excuse me. So it came out 3 days ago. It's Cars, the movie Cars,
Okay.
but in the real world and the Bat vehicles. I'm dropping it in text.
I'm
Wait, so it is in the DC universe,
They're in the DC universe. The
but
cars
the
are
cars
alive.
are alive.
Kind of.
Are-
Probably with
are-
like AI or something.
Are all
Ethan
cars
Hawke is
alive?
Batman.
I think it's just the Bat wheels.
This is
Ethan-
insane.
I know. Now,
This
listen, this is, yeah, Ethan Hawke is being Bam, or is Batman. And
What?
we have some different people. I don't recognize any of the other ones. Never mind.
No, I think
so-
they got Ethan Hawke behind it and then just went on with a bunch of unknowns.
I mean, looking into this real quick, Cholo Maraduena is he was on Cobra Kai.
Oh, he's in there? Who's he?
He plays Snowy the Snowcrawler.
Good stuff.
And he's supposed to play Blue Beetle
He's
in
supposed to be Blue
2023.
Beetle. Yeah.
Okay, he would be great at Blue Beetle.
Now, here's the issue with that. DC is like completely revamping their universe and deciding to just say fuck it to a bunch of shit. So I don't know if that is still going to be a thing. Because Warner
I
Brothers
am-
sucks massive dick.
Wildly disappointed at every turn with the DCEU. Like, every time they think that you think they might pick it up, like when they put out like the Suicide Squad, then they're like, ah.
A different Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just, how hard is it to have some kind of vaguely cohesive network of communication with decent writing?
I saw a thing that was in 2022. We are net negative 2 Batman movies because we had the one Batman movie come out,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were supposed to have Batgirl,
Yeah.
Merry Little Batman, and then there was the People's Joker, which got sued by DC. And it was basically just like a LGBTQ kind of romp parody of Joker. And so they got sued, so they're not allowed to release it anymore.
I mean, that kind of
Then
makes
Merry
sense.
Little Batman and Batgirl got canceled. So we are now in net negative Batman movies for 2022.
Merry Little Batman?
Yeah, it was gonna be an animated thing about Damian Wayne on HBO, and it was gonna be like the old like Batman animated series Christmas special. It was gonna
But
be like a
Damien.
2022 version of that.
Oh, and it was, I guess the name was kind of memeing because he would murder people.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, DC, pay for your sins. I know that's not this show.
Yeah, but
That-
we big agree.
Pay for your sins.
DC.
Oh yeah, big agree. It's been a while since we've told somebody to pay for their sins.
I mean, I'm out on street corners every day holding signs going, "Pay for your sins.
I'm still
Pay
out
me
on
for
street
your
corners.
sins.
Give me money
We
for your
abandoned
sins."
this bit a long time ago on the other show, but I'm
think
still
that's-
out there beating up street magicians.
Yeah.
I
I think
still
what I
beating
just
off.
described is called indulgences.
yeah, I think so.
Pay me for your sins.
But okay. All right, now I'm looking at the Batgirl movie cast that just got canned, and I'm so
Even
upset.
more mad? Yeah. There was
You
even
had Michael
like,
Keaton coming back as Bruce Wayne.
yep. You had who was Firefly? I can't remember his name, but he's
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. He's making his comeback, and he was going to be the big villain, and he apparently was really excited about it.
J.K. Simmons coming back as Commissioner Gordon. Leslie Grace was gonna be Batgirl.
There's one like behind the scenes. There's like one thing of behind the scenes footage, and it's of like a fight scene, and like Firefly is on the back of a fire truck with his like flamethrowers and is like shooting it around, and it looks really cool. But then DC was like, and it's like, okay, cool, thank you, because they've already like filmed most of it, if not all of it.
Yeah, no, it was completely filmed and in post-production.
Yeah,
Like they had everything ready to go. They canned it, and they canned it because they needed a tax break, because HBO has been a little bit struggling on money for some reason. Maybe because they're actually the only streaming service that's putting out like some of the best originals I've seen in a long time.
yeah.
And like they're owned by Warner Brothers. Like HBO is owned by Warner Brothers, so they're getting these significant releases. Like they're the only ones with Dune. They have the Batman. They have like all of these huge releases, and yet somehow they're still struggling for money.
Well, it's because on the note, like legitimately streaming services as a financial concept are not livable. Like they cannot last long term in the way that they've been going. And that's why you see so many frustrating behaviors from like Netflix and cracking down and increasing prices. Like streaming is not a livable venture at the low prices we've been getting at. And so I think we're going to see a lot more companies having to make a lot more compromises. Like Amazon Prime will be fine because it's connected to Amazon. Like they're not going to struggle because that's not their main income.
Yeah.
But Netflix, HBO, even Hulu, like Hulu does ads, so it's probably better. But we either need more ads or the prices are going to go up because it's just not livable to produce what they produce and have the rights that they have for the prices people pay to have it.
Yeah.
Well, I also think it's a problem, and this is something Cordell and I have talked about extensively on Just Super, so I'm not gonna like hash it out again, but just throwing the fact that Marvel took a long time to build its universe, and DCEU has really just kind of rushed it, and it's just not great. And even like now, looking at the stuff that DC is keeping, I'm not excited for Black Adam, but that's partially because I'm just very tired of seeing Dwayne The Rock Johnson and everything.
And I'm sorry the trailer doesn't look good. It looks too cheesy. It looks like they're just trying to make it even more of a kids movie.
Even just looking at like the stills from the movie,
Dwayne is just a cheesy actor now. I'm gonna say
He is. And
I mean, he's always been a cheesy actor.
I mean, yes. He's been
why does
a
the
wrestler.
CGI look so bad?
Well, yeah, DC's always had an issue with their CGI looking like decent. But I think too, like, I was excited for Black Adam because it looked like they were bringing in a lot more characters. Like they kind of
Yeah,
had their like Justice Society, I think was the one in this one. Like,
it is cool seeing like Dr. Fate and like
yeah,
a few of the other
exactly.
people. But
Hawkman,
That's why
Cyclone.
I was excited personally, and I'm gonna watch it just because I like seeing a lot of heroes.
yeah,
But
I'm
don't think
not
it'll be good.
hopeful for it. I'm still gonna see it.
yeah, that's kind of me with most superhero things. Is like in principle, I gotta watch.
I have to because I'm such a big fan, but I might not be excited for it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it when I'm obligated to for just super and not a minute beforehand. Like I
Okay, well
let's move on to happier waters.
Now
then.
I want to do the review thing before we move on because it'll be cool.
Yay!
So we read reviews and they're really bad, so guess the movie. Okay, are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
5-star review from
Yeah.
Bartleberg. There are I'm sorry. This one's actually from Free Onions. I'm going to do 2. You are the
Onions.
beginning of a despicable franchise. I loathe you so deeply.
ding ding ding.
Yes.
Man of Steel?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Ding ding ding! Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Okay, I'm going to read this again. You are the beginning of a
Despicable
despicable
Me.
franchise.
Ding ding. Yeah.
Yeah, the first.
That was
Despicable
good. They were being clever.
Yeah, the other one that I was gonna read was if I ever have to look at these stupid yellow fucks one more time. But that's too broad.
That would be my review.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna
Insane.
I'm gonna tell you guys a bad story.
Okay.
All right.
One time I was trying to find funny Minion memes to send to my boomer friend because he finds them very funny.
You found porn, didn't you?
I saw Minion porn.
Do they
and
have
I
big
wanted
cocks
to
at least?
throw up. No, it was
The
feet. It was
big
just feet.
bazonkers? Oh.
It was like Minion feet and Minion boobs.
Were they the little pill minions or were they like big
No, these
sexy
were-
humans dressed like minions in yellow?
It was like a mix, and it was bad.
They're mixed.
Anyway,
is there
don't-
any what okay, how hot does a minion porn have to be before you get turned on?
No,
11.
listen.
Do you think there's a world?
Like on a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
of like how hot does it have to be before I'm like I can get over the fact that this is Minions?
Yeah.
It has to be like a solid 15.
Okay, because I think anyone who says
it's like
there
the same
isn't
with
a
like
world,
Sonic the Hedgehog for me.
Yeah.
Like those two are about the same level of like it has to be like above the scale.
Yeah.
Before I'm like
But Rouge
That's
has
what I was
some
about to
big-ass
say.
titties.
That's what I was about to say. Is there's a world, like no matter how gross or weird you think the porn is, there's a threshold that it will pass where you'd be willing to beat it to it. For every subject, it's out
This is
there.
true.
I disagree with that
I-
fundamentally.
I'm just saying, like
that I disagree with that so hard. And like I am like notoriously sex positive and like very open. I fucking hate the fact that you said that out loud with your human mouth, Cordell. There are some things that it's like if that's on screen, I'm out. Bye. Like
I'm just saying though, no matter how much you're like, oh, I'm out, bye. There's a level of hotness that'll get you to look back. There is, and you're lying if you think there's not.
That has to be a whole episode of us just discussing this theory.
Yeah, I think this theory is worth putting rubber to road, but unfortunately that would involve all of us watching a lot of weird porn, and I don't know if I want to put that into my
Oh,
life.
I'm down.
I'm
I already watch
don't-
weird porn.
I don't know if I want to like step into that world. I'm just saying that is my theory, that no matter how high and mighty you're acting about weird porn, there's a hot level where you're going to watch it.
And that's just a theory. A porn theory.
porn theory.
Thanks for watching. Let's move on though. Cordell.
Yeah. So, Mine's not super long. It's more just I want some contribution to this. I need some ideas.
Okay.
I last year started my own personal tradition that I would like to carry on until my grave, and I would hope my family carries it on in perpetuity as
Okay.
my descendants go on through the ages. I call it Oktoberfest with a K, so it's not like the month, but it's Oktoberfest, okay?
Okay.
It's my own original creation. During the month of October, I celebrate the spooky month by watching a lot of scary things
Okay.
and by like binging the Goosebumps TV show, watching Over the Garden Wall, a lot of hot chocolate. Like I just have a really decadent, enjoyable month of October, and I call it Oktoberfest.
Can it also be a tradition that you make that joke every year? Because this is the second time you've made that joke on the podcast that you don't know what
Yes.
Oktoberfest is.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Okay, good.
I've intentionally always framed it like that because also one of my favorite kinds of humor is being really stupid.
Yeah.
I really like sounding really dumb. So Oktoberfest is my own original creation.
Yeah. From the mind of Cordell, Oktoberfest.
From the mind of Cordell. If any Germans out there think that they're whatever they've got, that's not good. They don't have it. They don't know. There's no history there. Mine has a lot of history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this podcast
So-
will also be celebrating Cordell's Oktoberfest.
Yes. We will all be doing Oktoberfest during the month of October, and you'll be hearing it a week late. I will update on all my Oktoberfest activities.
Hell
And
yes.
just have a little bit where I let you know what I'm doing. But Emily and I are having a problem.
Okay.
Well, two problems. The
Wait,
first,
is this a prop? Is this the place to discuss your
Yeah.
marital issues?
Do you
yeah,
guys need to
yeah.
go to marriage therapy?
Well, we don't have a lot of money, so I figured my
I
two
can
friends on
do
a
it for
podcast
free,
were
yeah.
probably the best place
That's
to
fair.
start.
Yeah.
We can do it.
You know, I was
Understandable.
gonna post on Reddit too and ask them for help.
Am I the asshole? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you guys know if you've never looked at r/marriage, it's all just people posting
Porn.
like my partner watches porn, and that's the whole subreddit.
How do I porn?
How do I stop from watching porn?
My partner and I have struggles because we did not have conversations about real things before we got married. And now real things exist, and I don't know how to broach this subject because we've never talked about real things.
Yeah. But what are your
Don't get
silly
married if you don't know a
problems?
person. What'd you say?
I said, what are your silly problems and not
So the silly
life-changing,
problems,
sad, destroying problems?
Yeah. The silly problems are my crippling gambling addiction.
True. Yeah, that's a huge
Yeah.
issue now.
Magic the Gathering. yeah.
Straight up. Luckily, I'm only buying singles. But Emily, one, doesn't have as much of a tolerance for scary things. My ideal for Oktoberfest is a scary movie every night. Or a
That's a
Halloweeny
lot.
movie, an October-y movie. That is my ideal. I want to build to that point.
Yeah.
But Emily can't hang, and I don't want to watch scary things alone because there's no fun there. Like I want it to be a celebration with people, not me in the dark getting scared alone. So,
Yeah.
the second problem is theming because I've decided to help guide us through the first Oktoberfest I tried last year. My problem was I tried to do one from every genre, and I don't know if that's going to work because that's just too many horror genres. But I've decided then instead to try to have one umbrella genre and watch subsections within.
Okay.
So, like, if it were monster movie, there could be a giant monster movie. There could be a wolfman, a vampire, things like that. I want help getting a couple, like, a good genre and some umbrella choices to take to Emily so that we can find movies for these. Averaging about 2 a week, I think that's the best she could handle. So I need 8 different subgenres within an umbrella genre to populate with films.
Okay.
I think the genre you're looking at is not horror for Oktoberfest. It is the genre of fall movies, like autumnal movies.
Interesting.
The
Okay.
Hunt for Red October.
Because, the
Yes.
Hunt for Red October.
But with a K.
But no, because
The German.
that can be, that can be broken down into horror type movies, because a lot of horror movies take place in the fall
Yeah.
or have a very fall aesthetic, but it can also be broken down into like classic movies that take place in fall, just good movies that have fall vibes, stuff like
So
that.
so that way one movie each week could be a movie she'll enjoy a little more and the other could be scarier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Like- Yeah.
I don't have I have a genre, but based specifically on 2 movies I need you guys to watch.
Okay.
The Scary Godmother series.
I love those movies. Emily would hate them because she has a hard time with that kind of animation style.
Really?
Or a good version of that kind of animation style. Scary Godmother is like
It's whack.
turned up to 11 on the trash factor. She would legitimately be uncomfortable, I think.
Interesting.
Oh, I hate that animation style so much.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what you were talking about,
Yeah.
and then I looked it up. That's like, I hate
But
that
it's so
much.
good and based off of a
I
kid's
love those.
book.
I love those movies so much, but Emily would legitimately probably be more scared of that than a scary movie.
Yeah, that animation style is essentially a sleep demon for me. Like that's
Yeah.
what my like sleep, like when you're about to fall asleep and then demons show up. I'm sure this is a common problem for people, but that's what they look like for me.
I get now because of this, I've realized the 2 things about me. So one thing is I'm very okay with planes. Like I can sleep on planes. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah,
in
there you go.
airports, in planes.
Terrified of planes.
Animation style does not matter to me. Sometimes it can be like weird and I enjoy it. Like this, I like it because it's weird. But I've met so many people that are like, depending on the animation style, is going to determine if I like it or not. And that has never affected me. So I love the animation because it's weird and gross. And I watched it as a kid and they're like still doing like cartoony stretches, but they're like 3D and it's weird as fuck. But I love it.
My thing with the Scary Godmother movie, watch it as a kid, loved them. I love both of them. They're so good. But I do care about the animation style. I've got the nostalgia on my side for these ones, so I can watch the junkiness, but like animation style does dictate how much I'll enjoy it, but not necessarily how much I'll enjoy the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But also I think the upsetting and unsettling thing about Scary Godmother, typically in animation, you put hard lines on the things in focus and soft lines on the background pieces. Scary Godmother reverses it. Every moving active thing is soft lined and all of the background stuff is aggressively hard lined. So it is a very unsettling reversal of what you think things should be, and add on top of that, the faces are just horrifying.
You're telling me this picture I'm sending in text is not terror?
I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look.
That's Caleb's sleep demons.
I'm gonna look.
Look at it, Caleb.
They got scared.
They got scared.
I hate that.
They got scared, so their eyes are bulging out of their
One
head.
of my favorite movies that I will say that is in this animation style, but I watched it young enough that I didn't care, and now I have nostalgia. It's Hoodwink, and I still can't watch it. I can't watch it anymore.
Damn.
Because that fucking squirrel freaks me the fuck out.
He drinks
Don't get me
coffee and
started
he goes real fast.
on the fucking schnitzel kids. I fucking hate it.
Schnitzel, a favorite treat for little boys and girls who eat schnitzel.
It's like,
but I
That's
guess
good
the
stuff.
genre is weird horror.
Weird horror, yeah. It's Emily's gonna hate it, but I understand weird horror as an option there. I think autumnal is a good starting point because Emily didn't really participate with me much last year.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to build more of a tolerance to it, so I like the idea of getting thematically appropriate, seasonally appropriate pictures so that we could watch a very nice, enjoyable, like Halloween Town and then watch Halloween the next week, you know, like later in the week. Because I've never seen Halloween, actually.
I think
I watched it earlier this week. Love it.
yeah, you've been watching a lot of spookies, right?
Yep. Olivia loves spooky movie. Oh, okay. Olivia and I have the problem that Cordell and Emily do, except Olivia loves spooky movies, and I am not a big fan of horror in general because I am a big scaredy piss baby.
You are, you big scaredy piss baby. Every relationship has one who loves
Everyone
and one who
has one.
hates.
I am that person for a lot of people, and I'll admit it.
I'm not doing the best at thinking of genres, but I'm thinking of movies that might. This next one is
Yeah.
a good movie that might be a good.
Throw those out.
What is the transition? So the
Okay.
Witch, because that isn't
With the V's?
the V's,
The Vitch?
because that's not a scary movie. It's a creepy movie. So like I
would
feel like
put
it
Emily
as
could enjoy
like,
it and not
suspenseful.
suspenseful. It's still a horror movie, but
Yeah.
it's not as scary as some other movies. So it could be a good like intro, like
Yeah.
getting ready
And
for the
I would-
season.
And she does like period pieces and historical authenticity. So she might be
Yeah.
able to connect to that aspect a little bit.
Yeah,
I know the actual scary parts will make her very uncomfortable, but it might be a good way to get her into it because horror is about discomfort to a degree.
exactly. Yeah.
I if you want another, I think 2 good suspense
Yeah.
and possible transition movies, Knives Out, I think is
Ooh.
suspenseful. It's very fall vibes.
Oh, we
without
love
being
Knives
a
Out.
I haven't
fall
seen it.
movie.
Oh, it's so good,
so
Sammy.
good.
I've heard.
And
And
they're
then-
making another one. The
Yeah.
sequel's coming.
Glass Onion.
They're just
That
doing
looks
Onion.
really good too.
Apparently, they're going to continue that. Just do an anthology series where it's just always
Yeah.
following that his character, that detective.
Which is great too, because like that's the style of the OG. Like all the old murder mysteries were just maybe a detective follows them. I love that.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate, I think, transition of like, this is a horror movie for kids that will still mess you up as an adult.
Okay.
Coraline.
I love Coraline.
I love Coraline with all my heart. The animation will give Emily nightmares.
That
She
yeah,
has
no,
a
it's
hard time with
terrifying.
animation.
that really
it's-
claymation is my favorite form of animation.
She doesn't like claymation. It all makes her uncomfortable. There's very few that she can do. And she doesn't like mannequins or dolls, so those are right out as
So
well.
no Nightmare on
Then-
Nightmare Before Christmas is what I was trying to
No
say.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Damn.
The Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark one gave her nightmares enough that she can't even look at the picture of it on Netflix when I'm scrolling.
Damn.
I get it.
This is what I'm up against is like I love spooky stuff and October's my favorite month. It's the best month of the year. And I'm trying to get her to build enough tolerance to celebrate with me because she wants to. But it's tough.
I'm
But,
going
like-
to give you a fall movie that is not horror,
Okay.
but the longer I've gotten away from it and the more I've thought about it, it is genuinely spooky.
Okay.
Okay.
It is Tom Hanks's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the Mr. Rogers
Oh.
biopic.
I forgot you say
Interesting.
biopic.
And I'm being dead serious that it is actually, looking back on it and thinking on it, it is kind of spooky because I'm gonna say this, and I don't think you guys that you guys are gonna believe me at first until
Okay.
you watch the movie with this lens. Mr. Rogers is a villain.
Okay.
Why?
In this movie, you kind of see him, and it's a true story, and it's all based on a true story. But like, he is the rough plot of the movie is there is this journalist who's assigned to writing a piece about Mr. Rogers like 50 years later or whatever.
Okay.
But in getting to know Mr. Rogers and like the journalists getting to know each other, Mr. Rogers finds out that the journalist does not get along with his father, and then he tries to like work with both of them to make them get along
Oh,
in some of the most manipulative
got it.
and like disguised ways. And it's terrified.
So he's like a master
Thinking about it.
manipulator, which is
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
I don't think it was intentional on Tom Hanks' part, and it might just be my trauma coming through in this movie. But like Tom Hanks does a very good job portraying Mr. Rogers as a manipulator in a weird way.
Interesting.
Another thing that we're gonna definitely watch that we watch every fall, Over the Garden Wall. Y'all seen
Absolutely.
it?
Such a good show.
Is there anything in that kind of vein? Because Emily loves Over the Garden Wall. She loves that blend of like creepy with the joyful. Like, is there anything in that vein?
My immediate thought was any Billy and Mandy Halloween special. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't be
Billy
as
and Mandy.
joyful, but it would be funny.
Still has the funny.
It would be very funny.
If you have not seen the precursor to it, Tome of the Unknown is the short film that spun into Over the Garden Wall.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
I think I watched that one time. I don't think she's seen it though.
It's on YouTube. It's definitely very good. Also, if she likes that art style, the other thing that the main artist Patrick McHale was known for was working on The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. So, and that show will freak you the fuck out.
That's crazy.
A longer series is Gravity Falls. I feel like you could watch
Yeah.
any Gravity Falls episode and it would be a good old Halloween.
Yeah. We've seen Gravity Falls. She started off pretty lukewarm on it and then was obsessed by the end.
It's so
she wants to try to be Wendy and Seuss for Halloween. She wants us to be Wendy and Seuss.
Whoa. Have you watched Infinity Train?
I've seen into like season 3. I kind of fell off of it. Yeah. I finished that season.
Yeah, that's season 2.
It's the season with the girl I hate and thus have a hard time liking her. But
the first season's really good. It's the normal version of Lake, which is the Chrome Girl from season 2 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it kind of happens in Halloween.
It's kind of folly. I can see it, yeah. But I'm getting a lot of good ideas to breach into this area, this territory. Yeah, but I will come with the game plan. So should I will come.
You will come.
Should I tell y'all at the beginning of October, should I say here's the plan for the month, or should I just give weekly updates on what happened through the month?
Why don't we do the plan next week? Because next Friday is the 30th of September.
Got it.
So we can be like,
And
here's
then-
the plan for.
And then we'll see how well we adhere to it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I will say also, because I was looking into Patrick McHale, very excited for this September. Patrick McHale of Over the Garden Wall fame and Guillermo del Toro
No
are
way.
teaming up and releasing a Pinocchio movie on
Oh,
Netflix.
it's him too. I knew
Whoa.
Del Toro was doing it, and I've seen the trailer, and it looks incredible. It looks way better than the live action one that's coming out.
With like Ron Perlman, Tilda Swinton, Christoph Waltz.
I think it is like claymation or
Holy
like kind of right looking.
It's like a blend of live action and animated. it
Okay.
looks like.
Okay, so I just found out, I was really excited for this movie, just found out, I think it's on Netflix now. Wendell and Wild. Have y'all seen anything about that? It is a stop-motion horror comedy directed by Henry Selick, and it was written by Selick and Jordan Peele.
I gotta watch that right fucking
Interesting.
now.
And
Well,
it
then-
is this girl who it's Selick's first feature film since Coraline. But this
Damn.
girl is October 28th, is that?
Next month.
Yeah, I don't know, because I saw one thing release in TIFF on September 11th. I don't know what TIFF is. Toronto International Film Festival. Okay. So it's been at the film festival, but it's coming out on Netflix October 28th for Netflix.
Okay. Well,
But
we're gonna watch
it
and
is
talk
it is
about
this girl who's got to like deal with these two demons named Wendell and Wild. They're demon brothers. And they're
I'm excited.
yeah. Anyway, super excited for that. Jordan Peele claymation with Henry Selick.
Oh, we got to talk about Nope sometime. But yeah.
Oh, we got to
Absolutely.
talk about
I haven't
Nope.
watched it yet, but I'm very
It's incredible.
excited for it.
It's a great movie.
Speaking of things that are great and also a movie, thank you to the one and only Reverend Horton Heat for the use of their song Psychobilly Freakout as our opening and closing music.
If you want to follow us on the spooky Twitter, it's not spooky Twitter yet because it's not October. If you want to, on the end of summer Twitter, our Twitter is Junk House, but the O in house is a 0 because we haven't been able to change that yet.
And you could email us if you'd like to email us. We love your emails. You could do that at junkhousemailbox@gmail.com.
And just like we say every single week.
Caleb, when you go to the Lion Adult Superstore, could you bring me back a vibrator?
Only if it's cum stained. They're having a half off on everything cum stained.
All the used merchandise?
I need a Ouija board too. We got to prep for spooky season.
I have
a cum stained one.
I have a cum stained Ouija board already.
Wait, is it
with a ghost?
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it person cum or ghost cum?
It's both. It's my cum and the ghost cum.
Oh yeah, it's time for Ouija board cum time.
Oh, the ghost is coming back again.
The ghost is coming.
It's a psychobilly freakout!